need to
I mean,
refresh my list on why Squirtle is sick.
I don't have reasons.
well, the best part is like I'm specifically starting with characters that are like either
Unpopular.
underappreciated or just like super weird. Like we're doing
Funny.
like Lucario and Ice Climbers and Squirtles and stuff like that. So I'm getting all of these comments like basically just go, no, they're not, and I'm like, oh, come on, shut up.
My goal for this, I guess, personally, is to have everybody who comments like on my sets to learn the difference between shell shift and withdraw. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
no.
not difficult,
If there's
but they
if there's
always
like
mess it up.
one thing that you need people to know, this is going to be your chance to do it.
Or
Oh my god!
side
Like,
B, or that is an aqua jet. That's not a nair. I'm in free fall. It's not as strong as a rest.
Like I consider myself a pretty good commentator, and I have no idea what Squirtle is doing half the time, and that's my
it's
fault.
not as strong as a rest.
Like I consider myself a
Alright,
pretty good.
we'll be able to
Okay,
clear that out.
sick.
No idea what
We
Squirtle's
are
doing.
live. Let me make this
Also,
look
when-
slightly nicer.
like out of a RAR, when you B reverse water gun, it has the same effect as if like you wave bounced it.
Oh yeah.
I was like, oh, that was a wave bounce. It's like, it's actually easier than that, but sure, it's a wave bounce. I'm technical.
I practiced.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you actually found a way to make it easier, and we're all just, wow, that's so cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, like, you could wave bounce it out of like just a regular short hop out of shell shift. That would be pretty tight timing, and it would be very unsafe. But it'd be cool looking, so I'll probably learn to do that.
Pain in the ass.
Yeah, honestly. Oh, God.
Why is it doing
Also,
this?
now is the time we say it's not shell sling, it's not super rar, it is just fucking
It's just a
rar.
RAR. Full disclosure, I am fond of Sling Jump. Just because, like, I don't know, when you, like, play Squirtle enough, you can, like, feel him, like, pull in that direction that you're going to be flinging yourself.
You feel the pull because you have 4 frames of jump squat, so you feel like a whoosh. But
Yeah,
like,
no, and then you just, like, pop off in that direction. But I just call it RAR now, but Sling Jump, like, will always have a special place in my heart. But that whole taxonomy that, like, 3.02 and before Squirtle's created is a hot mess.
So none of that's right. Sick.
We shouldn't use
yes
it
and
anymore.
No. Yeah, like there's some stuff in there, but like if you call RAR sling jump, like you gotta like.
All right. Well,
like,
when we're going through some of the sets,
it's
definitely
being
point these
almost
out.
like Squirtle elitist when you're like, oh, that was a sling jump. It's like,
Whatever.
yeah, like it
Close
was
enough.
arbitrarily agreed upon before, but it's like just you're making it overly complicated for no reason. Like, so I like calling it sling jump amongst Squirtles, I guess, if I'm hanging out with a bunch of Squirtle players, all like 6 of us. But it's like it's easier to just say RAR. And
Sweet.
it's easier to explain it. It's like, yeah, my RAR is just the longest in the game.
It's so good, or not so good. It's so long that it deserves a completely new title.
That's what they decided.
That's what they thought.
All right. Cool. Well, let's get this on the road. First of all, anyone just tuning in now, I am Wisely, formerly of Minnesota, now in Philly. And I'm joined here with Cloudburst and Dirtboy, and we're going to be chopping it up, figuring out why is Squirtle such a cool character. Specifically, why do these two think that Squirtle is worth playing, and, like, mainly just... If you play a strange character in this game, you tend to think, like, I'm the only person who ever understands my character, and we're going to get rid of that a little bit. So first, introduce yourselves, guys. Yep.
Who's going first?
It really doesn't matter.
I'm
Cloud-
tweeting it out right now.
Sick.
Okay. So
Cloudburst
I'll
is
say-
at the top of the screen, if that changes anything in your mind.
All right, so Cloud goes first.
Yep.
Okay,
'Cause that's
so
the way Skype decided it was going to be.
my name's Matt. My tag is Cloudburst. I'm a Squirtle main from Mesa, Arizona. It's basically Phoenix. I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. I've been playing since the summer of 2014, and yeah, Squirtle's cool. So.
Yeah. How did you decide on Squirtle? You personally. I'm going to ask the same thing to Dirt after this.
Okay, this is semi-convoluted, but in the summer of 2014, so to be fair, I had had the game for like 6 months, but I was just playing with like me and my best friend in my dorm room, and
Yeah.
we were terrible, obviously.
No, that's how we all
Summer of
started.
20, yeah, summer of 2014, I study abroad in Paris because I was a French major in college.
Sick.
And there was like some journal homework activity assignment that I did not want to do. It was Friday night, and for some reason I checked the new posts on the PM subreddit, which I like never do. I never go to the new posts, and there was a post by Steakhouse, who is a Toon Link main from currently Montreal.
Yeah, I know. I don't know him, but like I know of him.
You've heard of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Steakhouse posted on the subreddit, "Hey, French PM players of Reddit, we're having a tournament tomorrow in Paris. Like, here's the address. Like, here's the Facebook event. Show up if you can." And I was like, "Holy shit, I'm in Paris!" So I go to this tournament. I take like the train like to this suburbs of Paris at this engineering school and meet up with like the French PM community. Get my ass beat. But the character I did the best with was Squirtle, because they had no matchup experience. So at the time, I was like, I'm good at Falcon, I'm good at Falco, I'm good at like Ike, Marth, like Squirtle. So they, all the other characters were very common, and so
Yeah.
they just beat the tar out of me. But Squirtle, I did better with solely because they had no matchup experience. So I thought he was my best, so I practiced him, and now he is my best. So that's why I made Squirtle.
He was accidentally the best, and now he really is.
Yeah, and then I was like getting into it. I was like, this dude's sick, so I stuck with it.
Okay. There you go. Dirtboy, same question. Who are you? What happened? How did you end up
All
here?
right. I'm Dirtboy Jacob. I played just before the summer of 2014. I played a little before that, but my first tournament was May, the end of May of 2014. So that was 3-0. I started with Marth and Falco, and I had like Squirtle for fun because I was like, Marth and Falco are good in melee and PM, so it's optimizing to play both or whatever. By my like third tournament and like everyone's just fucking up Marth and Falco, I was like, I'll whip out this like fun character that I have, and he kind of worked out. And then I was like, okay, I'll just do Squirtle Marth, and then I was like, okay, I'll just do mostly Squirtle. But how I got to Squirtle was I went through like every single character, like literally every single character, and I was like, okay, let's see. He has like a crawl, like literally that was definitely a plus. He has a crawl.
Nice. I don't play any characters with crawls, so I get that.
Yeah, I was like, okay, so he has that's sick. He has a charging move, which is also sick.
By that, are you saying water gun?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't sure what. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, so I could do something between stocks. I got glasses and charging water gun. Got the crawl.
Glasses
and then
arguably more important there.
Definite agree with the glasses. I was like, oh damn.
Wait, Cloud, pull them out. You just had.
Okay. Yeah. So like, I have these bad boys.
Yeah,
Sick.
those
For when it's game 5 last stock.
All right.
but so glasses are definitely a perk. And then like, I was like, oh god, like no one has done like shit with him, and he has like this like crazy tech or whatever. So I was like, why the fuck not? Figure it out. So I mean, that's why I like to play PM over melee, is that it's more freeform. And like, if I'm playing Squirtle, like I'm pushing the meta.
Yeah, definitely.
Rather than like I'm playing Peach in melee and I'm just trying to copy Armada or some shit.
Yeah,
you're like, what has Armada done? And at a lower level, what has MacD done? You got to say like, I'm going to make all of this up right now. And see what happens. No, that's super sick.
Yeah, that definitely appealed to me too. Where it's like, I was like, okay, I could like play Falcon and Falco and learn what needs to be done rather than like create what needs to be done.
Definitely, yeah.
I definitely love the creation part, and like I said, that's why I prefer PM. So Squirtle is like literally that. So he's just fun, and I like pushing meta.
That's awesome. No, those are super good reasons. So both of you actually mentioned that you tried out a bunch of different characters before either coming back to Squirtle or remaining on Squirtle. What was it that kept bringing you back?
For me, a lot of it was like the difficulty and the strangeness of the tech, because I don't know, being like unique for, whatever aspect does like appeal to me. Like, even in like, RPGs, if there's like character creation, I like to be able to like, like customize stuff. I like to appear unique. And so since practically nobody played Squirtle at the time, all of his tech was like known about, but nobody had ever, like cobbled it together in a usable fashion. So, like just it kind of goes back to that like definition of where what brought me back is that like nobody knows what this character can do, and I'm interested in him, and I want to find out what he can do.
Yeah. No, I totally get that one.
For me, you ask what brings me back to Squirtle. The thing is, like, I've never like pulled that hard away.
Okay.
Like when I chose Squirtle, it's like I said, like he was my fun character, but not as much my tournament character. But by the time I pulled him out in tournament, not only was he like the most fun character for me, but I was doing the best with him. So the only like pull away from Squirtle would be like, oh god, like he's. I mean, obviously like it's PM, and if you're lower, it's fine. But like he's a lower tier character, so it'd be like maybe I should play an S tier, because maybe I'd be crippling myself playing Squirtle or some shit. But I mean, especially out of state, that's not really much of a problem with Squirtle. So,
figuring out who here has Squirtle knowledge. Oh, none of you? All right.
Oh yeah.
I've experienced that firsthand. The first time I played a really, really competent Squirtle in bracket was Dirtboy at a Tales of Jank, and I just didn't know what I was doing. So
no, it's like
I've been on the receiving end of that one.
Step one, tech bubble. You can do it. It's later than you think.
But I play two characters at the same time, and that makes it really hard.
When your lady's holding you down, I mean, talk about a ball and chain, Nana.
Oh, for sure.
Why can't they just give Popo 4 hands?
Oh my god, I need that now. All right.
Like their cousin.
Before this turns into an Ices chat, what, and maybe this will come up when we're going through some of the different matches, what do you find, like, if you could name like one thing, what is the most satisfying thing in PM for you? Like, I know for some Marths, it's hitting that down air or like spacing a tipper perfectly. What is it for Squirtle?
It's two things. Aqua jets that are like, well, I guess one thing by far.
Okay.
It's not just like an aqua jet that's like up air aqua jet or some bullshit like that. It's like when you have like a crazy one, like if you watch like the end of game 2 of Me versus Hyper, where it's like I juke the fuck out with like charging water gun stop aqua jet, just some crazy shit like that, or like having to like roar, but then like coming back and like getting like this super like precise and like super crazy aqua jet would be like number one.
Okay.
And then number 2 would just be
and just for anybody who's maybe not as familiar, what exactly is aqua jet for Squirtle?
What no commentator knows.
No, and that's what that's why we're doing this.
Yeah. Aqua jet is just literally his sweet spot side B. People compare it to rest, but it's more like Luigi's up B.
Awesome.
It has the same power as Fox up air.
Okay.
But
it comes out frame 6. You have to hold the button down all the way for frames 1 through 5, or otherwise you'll just do a regular side B with draw. That just will knock your opponent to the side you hit them.
Perfect.
And it puts you in free fall. But yeah.
There, if we've accomplished anything, now people can know what Aqua Jet exactly is. And if they don't, we're going to be like, hey, look at this YouTube video again and again.
Watch the whole thing. It has other tech, I swear.
Yep. Okay, but, and what was that second thing?
The second thing is just the last hit of waterfall. Because, like, you get the full one, and you shake your head because you're like, oh god, like, they don't know what the fuck they're doing. But you just get the last one, and you're just like, there's nothing.
They couldn't have done anything.
Like, yeah, like, it's over.
Because full one is SDI City.
Yeah, for sure. It has, like, 1.0 throughout, except there's, like, part of it that's 0.7, but it's, like, almost entirely 1.0, like, SDI modifier, so you should be able to SDI just fine. Unless you're, like, Bowser deity.
Like, unless you're just a big body and you're screwed, yeah.
Yeah, and you get to a point with, like, up air, where you know that, like, waterfall will only do the last hit, so it's like,
yeah, you spaced it.
This is perfect. So...
All right, so like the most satisfying things dealing with Squirtle, definitely Aquajet. Like Dirtboy covered pretty much all of it. There are some instances where like no commentator can catch this just because you have to play the character to really see it, but because you're like technically starting up with a draw from frames 1 through 5, you can land these nutty Aquajets where you're actually off to the side of them because frames
Okay.
1 through 5 you'll move closer to them and then it'll pop. So you can use like the movement from withdraw to like get into Aquajet range while it's starting up technically. So that's always like awesome. I like DI mix-ups into Aquajet. Like forward throw can lead into Aquajet and it's really tight timing, but you have to roar like double jump immediately and like slam to the side B to land it. So that's always fun. And then I like landing the hitbox of Shell Shift, which is Squirtle's turnaround animation. It does 3%, and pops the opponent in the way you will eventually be turning around towards.
Every
So like
percent
Shell
counts.
Shift,
Yeah.
yeah. So like Shell Shift grab into like like a forward throw, RAR jump cancel up smash.
Jeez.
I guess if we're
Okay.
going technical terms.
Holy crap.
Which it is free. Like it is. It doesn't matter how good your DI is. Like as long as I react.
As
quick
long as
enough
you
to
hit a
if
lot of
DI'd
buttons.
in or out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, using the shell shift hitbox as like an attack is definitely like super cool. Like even if you don't like land it, it's like if they're shielding, you just like try it as like a safe poke or something. Or they're in a tech situation, they miss a tech, so then you go for the shell shift hitbox, and if it doesn't hit them, you know that they buffered an option, and you know that they're about to do something. So like, if
So
they
there's
do
the mind
nothing,
game.
it hits them. If you do nothing, it hits them, and if it doesn't hit them, you know that they're not just going to be sitting there. So,
Gotcha.
like,
Yeah, and one thing I've thought about that, like, if it was a healthy change for the game, but if they had left it in, it would have opened up like too many possibilities. But so like in 3.02, you can footstool somebody out of their shield. So if we hit somebody's shield with shell shift, we can jump out of shell shift at any time. So we would have been able to like
Oh,
keep somebody
God.
in shield stun with the shell shift hitbox,
I'm mad
and then short
realizing what
hop,
you're saying.
footstool them out of their shield, and then like fall with a dare, and that would be true because they'd be grounded.
That's disgusting.
And
But we
Gross.
can't do that, so that's
Gross.
a lost cause.
I mean, you're already pioneer of all the footstool crap, so you're finding enough of
suppose.
them as it is.
It's my passion.
Your true like purpose in life.
Hmm.
I have a couple more questions that I'll throw out while we're going through some of these VODs. I highlighted a few spots, but if I skip over something because I don't know the character, I don't know this turtle quite as well, let me know. Quick though, what do you guys think your strongest attributes as a player are? Both as a player, but also like if there's something you think correlates especially well to like this is why this character works for me. Like, is it like recovery, mix-ups, mind games, just aggression, like whatever that is for you?
yeah. I'm trying to think. I think like, I mean, the biggest. I mean, I know matchups like super well.
Okay.
So like I know how to play like every matchup I know to like I can like tell you about it to like a real extent of knowing everything the character does. Like I play a lot of random. I used to like be the net play like king for I would call myself the temporary net play king because I got to number 1 on the leaderboard, which it's just like okay that means I could call myself that, right? But yeah, so I use that to learn like every single matchup alongside playing a lot of random to understand every character, and then I like try to understand like Squirtle super well to be able to like play around any strength and weakness and like play differently according to the character. Like I can't play against Luigi like Samus, like they're not the same at all. And you have to play like very different with Squirtle because a lot of his stuff is like not as safe as it looks, and if they know what they're doing, they can destroy you for it. But at the same time, he has good tools in every single matchup, but it's like different tools. So I don't know, that and just like spacing around him, I guess.
Yeah. What I like about Squirtle, like how, I play him, I suppose, is like lots of DI mix-ups with like his throws, and he's got like really insane movement possibilities and potential. So
I was actually
you know,
noticing
like
that when I was watching your VODs to prepare for this, and you were getting a lot of these weird like throw straight into up smash, which doesn't seem like it should be a thing, but I was guessing was a DI mix-up.
yeah, there's like one common scenario, which is where like if they're at like high percent, and it's like for midweights and floaties, like fast fallers up throw connects into stuff, but it's like midweights and floaties, like forward throw into like the raw jump canceled up smash that we slide super far, like that's guaranteed. But like,
Okay.
I like low percent mix-ups, and Squirtle's off-stage game, they're like incredibly strong. Bubble is basically
So I
like
was noting the wrong
shine
thing
off stage. And then also like his aggression. Like I like that he's small. Like I like being able to like dodge attacks on purpose with like by crawling and like crawl tilting and stuff like that. So I feel like he's like super mobile, and he can use his like movement options really to his advantage. So like sort of like when like a Squirtle is like dominating a player, like it's just really like oppressive and choking almost. And so I guess I like that feeling.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not, yeah.
Sick, sweet. Let's get into some of these sets then. Keep in mind, like, there's some things where I can just notice, like, hey, that was a really cool string, or like that was a sick combo, or whatever. But things like some of the mix-up in mind games that you guys have available are going to be a little bit different. So please, like, stop or tell me, like, no, you missed this really cool thing in this set that I sent you. Please go over that again so I can explain it.
Do we all have control of the video? Like, can we
You do
pause it
not,
at will?
but just, like,
Okay.
tell me. I don't
Okay.
think you can. I don't know. I've never used
we
this site
can.
before.
That'd be pretty crazy. I could take control of your computer.
Just my entire computer from the inside. All right, so the first set we've got up is one that Cloudburst sent me. It's him versus I Love Bagels. If you don't know, that's the Luigi. Arizona. We were going to get straight into that. CZPM 95 Losers Finals. Anything specifically about this set just to start off, or should we just jump into it?
So it goes to game 5. I think like this set showcases like aggressive Luigi versus aggressive Squirtle pretty well. Like one thing you'll notice is that Squirtle's like ability to combo characters vertically is very like straightforward. It's pretty much just like jumping and up airing, because we do have some intangibility frames at the beginning of our attacks that use our tail. But so like it shows off like my movement, because Luigi and Squirtle both move really crazily. Yeah, and also like it showcases like Squirtle's ability to edge guard, because Luigi like stereotypically is like said to have a bad recovery, but he really doesn't. It's pretty decent. But what I show here is like once you learn how he recovers, you can really exploit it.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's a matter of like not being afraid.
And I feel like in an odd way, both of these characters are like that, actually. Everyone's terrified of, like, if I combo Luigi too hard, he's just going to press A, or in the opposite way, like, a lot of people just don't know what Squirtle can do to them, and they're so worried that they're going to play it safe. All right. I mentioned specifically, you have a 0 to death at 139 that I wanted to point out. I don't know if it's cool for you, but I thought it was.
I'm pretty sure it is. Oh, and another thing, like I think Squirtle has like a lot of comeback potential.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, for sure. I noticed that.
Overcoming stock deficits.
All right. You go
So
from
like
here,
that right
and then
there,
you're just not
like,
touched.
Yeah, and if you'll notice, like I landed 3 up airs actually.
Yep.
And,
Against
like,
a
on
hyper
Luigi,
floaty,
like-
yeah.
No, up air is definitely the
super deep.
Yeah.
Let's show that again quick, because that's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's like key in the matchup is bubbling. Like you have to do 2 things. Like the key to edge guarding Luigi, you have to time your ledge invincibility to avoid any fireballs he'll be throwing at you, and also to prevent him from snapping to ledge with his misfire, which good Luigis will space it correctly every time if you give them the opportunity. And then you need to drop down. So like I get correct ledge invincibility, like
Drop
now,
down.
and then drop down bubble, and he's just shot under the stage, and he's done for.
Yeah.
It's very convenient.
Isn't it amazing the way that works out for you?
Yeah, and it can like work at 0. Like if he doesn't have his tornado up, like
Yeah.
so right there, go back a little bit.
Go back?
Like I think I connected water gun into down tilt.
Tell me if I went back far enough, because that's not something I did.
You did.
A lot of bubbles.
Yeah, right there.
Okay.
Like water gun into down tilt, and then it pops Luigi up, and then we can do the aforementioned up air abuse.
Up air strings. And so is that something that works on a lot of floaties then?
Yeah, it works on everybody.
Okay,
as long as
floaties,
you just
fast
have to be
fallers,
doing it
doesn't
quick
matter.
enough. Yeah, fast fallers, like we can combo fast fallers very well. That's the forward throw.
Yep.
Raw jump cancel up smash.
So let's pull that
That I was
back again,
talking about.
since that's something we both noted earlier. Grab him. There we go. Boom. Boom.
No, that was he super baited him with the shell shift because a lot of people like so they shell shift, they do a move, and then he could just beat it with a dare. But say just empty shell shift shield, and then he did an aerial, which obviously isn't safe. So then he could just have to rust him. It would be super good if it was kill percent, but still like good 3% against Luigi.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah,
and
there's like
both of you get some of those that are at kill percents in these sets. So
yeah, and there's not much like better that you can do with the Luigi at that like sort of awkward percent where like nothing will kill, but
Yeah.
like definitely won't.
Yeah, so it's like you just need the percent like that. You're not like you can maybe get up air, up B, but you're not gonna get it off a grab, like
Yeah.
okay. All right. Why did I note this? I like had that written down for some reason, and I don't remember why. Oh, because I
What?
clicked to an
What did you
earlier
have written
time.
down?
You just had a crazy recovery. You go
Oh,
all the
yeah.
way from way over there. You are in the bubble, all the way on the right side of the blast zone, and then you are going to end up underneath Smashville, and then still come back.
Yeah. Yeah, really, this is just like a mix-up because so many people expect you to use withdraw and then
Yeah.
stop,
Oh,
like
nope, you're still here.
outside of the stage. But because waterfall is so good, I can just go under the stage as long as I have my double jump. Or I'm not sure if I used double jump. I probably did. And so against certain characters, if they don't have moves that hit beneath the stage, like Samus down smash, for example, will like hit us if we recover normally. With waterfall, but if a character doesn't have a tool like that, we can recover at the same angle of the Smashville, like slant, and they can't really do a whole lot.
That's actually super convenient that it happens to be that angle, unlike everyone's favorite stage. Side note, since we're talking about stages, is what do you think about the stage, like common stages for Squirtle?
Definitely PS2.
Yeah, PS2
I've heard that.
is
I've heard that
usually-
PS2 is your best. So
There's like two things behind it. Well,
I
guess.
note something here. You get a 6 string, if I remember it right. Where is it? Okay, I think it's here. Yeah, but you just bop
Yeah.
it and go down.
Yeah, narrative bear fair is like
Very
like
relevant.
you can do it like almost everyone like very often. Against Luigi for sure. You can just do it there without even having to worry about like legend invincibility a lot of the time because he has the Nair armor and Luigi's weak just low coin gimps that will sometimes get they're not going to get you from the Nair armor. But no, I was gonna say with stages PS2 because it has the low ceiling of course as a shortish sides and it's like almost the longest stage in the game with Squirtle mostly
it does have the longest stage, like the platform itself.
Yeah, the main platform.
Out of any-
Go ahead and pause it.
Pause it.
If you could just go back like 10 seconds.
Sure thing.
This is something that
Good.
I see like other
Another
players
thing
like
I didn't note.
that don't realize is planned. Like
Let
characters
me know.
that
Is this back far
have
enough?
like her. Yeah.
Okay.
So what happens? He's gonna like try to up B and he's gonna edge cancel it. I'm gonna sniff it out with an up smash. And so too many people like it's soon at some point. Yeah.
Oh
here.
yeah, I did see that.
So it's like a lot of people like don't account for edge canceling.
And Luigi can
Like,
do that
and-
super well.
Yeah, and characters that have like horrific end lag on high risk reward moves, like
We'll
Luigi
try to
up
edge cancel
B.
it whenever they can.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a great little gimp. You just use bubble like shine, like you said earlier.
Yeah. Super good.
Um. Yeah. Yes. This quick. You get. That shouldn't work.
It doesn't kill though.
No, that would have been the
What a
coolest thing if
shame.
it killed.
No, there's no right of killing there. I mean,
Oh
he
no,
also has,
it's one of those moments. Oh, I didn't go back quite far enough. It's one of those
It's one of
moments
those
that
moments
if
where
I
if
was
it was
playing
in a
against
combo
you
video-
and that happened, I would have been super frustrated if I got killed by it. But for you,
Of
you would have been
course.
like, "That was super sick. I want to do that
no,
again."
no, I wouldn't think that's sick. He didn't fucking STI. I mean,
Okay, fine.
I mean, the thing is, like,
I guess
a
I
lot of
like.
the time,
Look at this.
a lot of the
Why
time,
does that
the
work?
Waterfalls that, like, they look like they would kill, but they usually don't kill at that low percent.
Okay.
Unless, like, you're a little bit higher and you're, like, way up there.
Yeah.
Also,
It's one
someone
of
in
those things
chat
where,
is
like,
saying
if it's going in a combo video, you end the clip so that they don't know.
it fades to
Yeah.
black and they think
You're like,
it
yeah,
killed off the
that
top.
killed.
Yep. Someone in chat is claiming that if Dirtboy had done that, it would have killed. So we basically just have Michigan and Arizona yelling at each other. It's pretty great. And then like Midwest people just hanging out. Was there anything else in this set specifically? A lot of the things I noticed were in the first 2-3 games. Other than
Nothing
like
in
just
this set specifically. Like Squirtles should generally always like be with draw canceling to ledge, just because you get to ledge faster. You know, don't kill yourself like I did a minute ago. It's not ideal.
not optimal.
It happens to
okay.
everyone.
Hey, I just have
That
half of my
kind
character.
of irritated me. Like how high up the misfire was.
Yeah, you definitely have to you have to play around the ledge super well though, because I mean everyone has like their bad ledge habits, and Squirtle has good non-ledge dash options, but ledge dash is always better. But then like there you saw Cloud die because I don't know if he missed it, but he
I
waited for
accidentally reversed the water gun,
he
so pushing away when I just wanted to be turned around.
yeah.
All right, I have something noted for 636. We are going to remember what that was. Oh yeah, you're just able to get him straight back off and into a slick kill.
Did Nair combos.
Oh, no,
God.
you don't kill.
Oh,
It just
No,
was-
I do. Psych. You think you could be?
Okay, I was like, once it didn't kill, I was like, why did I write that down? All right, that's why. Cool.
No, the offstage bubble. That's something I don't do against Luigi. That seems pretty good, actually.
It's really good. It's broken.
Like, I know it's good against fast fallers. You just don't, like, think about using it against, like...
Yeah, I know. That's the hardest part because aerial bubble actually has like a ton of end lag. which
XYK is
is not,
calling
like,
BS in
common
chat right now,
knowledge.
so...
That's bullshit.
He's gonna, wait, no, don't teach him that. Sorry,
Yeah,
guys,
that's
if I
fine.
like if this accidentally like levels up every Squirtle again, but that's all right. Let's move on just so that we're not taking like 5 hours
Yeah,
tonight.
for sure.
So this is gonna be fun. Everyone's going to see me switch things because the screen share wasn't working for a while.
I mean, we're not gonna see it because we're not watching the stream.
Okay,
so.
everyone
Well,
else.
not everybody. Okay.
Everybody that is in chat is going to see me like pan through random things on my
You get to see
internet.
Wisely's favorite YouTube channels.
Oh no, it's still in Rabbit. It's also still on all of the things that you sent me. Is it? All right. So this was when you sent this to me. You said specifically that it's a good example of.
Sonic.
Yeah, Sonic, I wasn't expecting that. You say it's a good example of someone who really knows Squirtle well and how to play against him. Did you want to run through that for me?
Yeah. It's just like, you can see, not as much at first, because he gets, like, bodied, and then he plays around. So you have to, like, this is a long game, it's like 4 fucking minutes, because it's super. But, like...
Yeah, we're
so
not going to
at
go
first-
through the entire set.
Yeah. I was saying the game itself is pretty long because that's super.
Mhm.
But it's just someone who like I've played, you know, for a long, you know, like we play in 3.0 and other shits, and like he knows Squirtle super well. Like, you know, it's not like me linking, you know, beating up fucking Dusty or some shit. But Yeah, you'll see later when he makes the comeback.
Sorry, I'm in Philly, so that was just a random like shots that I found super funny.
I was just thinking of a high-ish level player that I force stuck on screen. You know, wrong with him.
I definitely posted this to the Philly page beforehand, so I'm really hoping some of them are in here to hear that one.
No, but like a lot of like Squirtle shit isn't, you know, that safe. Like stuff like that shell shift that just happened. Like that's awful. Like I shouldn't do that. And when people are like punishing that a lot, it gets hard. Or stuff like that bubble. Like a lot of the time, he's made those bubbles, you know, like a bad.
Again.
So you can't just bubble whenever you. That was a weird get up attack kill thing. Anyways,
Yeah.
But so he's to the point though. He's played you often enough. He understands the character to like. I know a lot of Squirtles will just kind of bubble because they feel like they should be doing something, and so he has it at the point where you really have to think about when you throw that out.
Yeah, the biggest thing is that like him and other like Michigan players when they're playing well, will really look for like the bubble off the ledge because it's like I'm scared to ledge dash kind of thing.
It's an easy panic option.
Yeah, and it will like if it hits them, it's super good. But like I swear that Super and Lane have beaten me off like me doing that bullshit alone.
Just that one thing, and they know when to look for it.
Yeah. So like I was saying earlier, with like just bad, or you see the shell shift, you know, like just bad ledge options. Even if you're Squirtle with good ledge options, like you know, a lot of players don't do the good option a lot of time. Or like again, you see the side B, and I dive for it, and now we're even stocks. Even though earlier, you know, I was 4 stocks against this 2. Now he's at.
Yeah, no, I noticed that. In the beginning, it looks rough, and then you're like, oh, wait, this is what I need to do. Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, like, he's getting the grabs, or he's, you know, punishing the bad side Bs, or, like, I'm trying, you see me try to get in or anything here, and he's just, like, dashing around it.
Definitely. Yep.
Yeah, and the bubble's too laggy, so I'm, like, trying to get those, too. But just the jumping around, being super quick, being, like, what Squirtle tries to be, it could be hard. You know.
Do you think it's because as a character he outspeeds you, or?
Oh yeah,
it's
absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and like his tech chasing is brutal because like a lot of the characters that have hard matchups like are strong at tech chasing and have good options to like get us grounded, so we have to tech.
So yeah, Gimps.
Sad day.
Yeah,
it hurts. It hurts to see.
Sonic and Gimp Squirtle like most of the time way easier than the other way around. Sonic can do like the safe neutral that Squirtle tries, but literally without commitment.
Yep.
So
as
like,
a small side
you
note,
just
I'm
need-
definitely gonna have to have one of these on Sonic because another character no one understands.
Yeah,
Definitely.
But yeah, so I mean, if I'm going matchup specific, Sonic, I just like need to like you see my hitboxes always beat out his, so I need to like here I just keep chasing him, which is
Yeah, you're
bad.
running him down, but he's just
I'm
running away.
literally
And...
trying this whole time to just get in, but instead if I just wait for him, you know, and just get the good combos.
Yeah, definitely. So
No,
after
and then
this, oh, sad. I was gonna say after this game, I'm gonna pull up the next one. Yeah, why not? So that would be the next one is going to be pause. Your 1 versus Yono, Roy, where it looks like Squirtle can do disgusting things to fast fallers.
Yep. Yeah, I like that one a lot because like Roy's matchup is like, you know, it's not good, but like I think it looks like pretty okay in that video at least.
So
Because,
this
like-
this is actually
That's significant progress. Like Roy, we like Squirtles as a community, like all decided pretty unanimously that Roy was our worst matchup.
really
That's no longer the case.
Okay.
We're all pretty sure it's Yoshi, mostly based on Dirtboy versus Tap. I don't have like a Yoshi
is that
in my
I'm assuming
area.
that's just because of Yoshi's super armor.
Yes and no. The biggest thing is he has down throw fair, so he gets a
Yeah.
grab and fair
You're for sure
and,
eating. Okay.
And the thing is, Squirtle's tech roll makes that awful because
And Yoshi's grab range is like the length of our tech roll practically. Like when we become vulnerable, like his grab is that range.
yeah. So
Okay.
there's no point in mixing up your tech because he's gonna get it regardless. So you just have to go to a platform which then you can still get a combo off of. And the armor isn't easy for us to break because we don't have a good disjoint to safely break it alongside other reasons.
All right, so
we can't get them.
When
We
I
can't
asked earlier,
full
what
out
is
of
your
double jump
favorite?
anymore?
If I was to ask you what your favorite character to play against, it's not going to be Yoshi.
I'll just
No.
play Peach. You just play Peach. It's all fine then.
You play as Peach?
Oh yeah.
All right, so
yeah.
dang it. I hate Peach, but that's completely me being biased. Hey, I was only double 3 stocked by Malachi a couple weekends ago, so there we go. But yeah, so this is actually going to be a super, super quick set. It's 6 minutes, 20 seconds for the entire thing, and you just kind of run train. So that's fun. Those kind of sets are always enjoyable. Alright, we got Black Shinobi. I also really enjoyed when I asked you guys which colors you played, because I had great intentions of making a cool picture for it, and then realized that I didn't have time this weekend. I know. Sorry, you guys have the unfortunate chance to be the first video where I'm still figuring things out. But you guys play opposite colored Shinobi, which is kind of sick. Alright, so let's start to get stuff going.
Yeah, the biggest thing against Roy is that you just try to get behind him. So I love that.
That was sick as hell.
Okay,
cool.
good, because I
was
wrote that down too, and I was like, dang, I hope this isn't a super easy bread and butter thing. I hope this was cool. So let's actually put that in slow motion so that you can really illuminate.
From what I saw, Dirtboy feigned going to Legends, so he made Yono up early, and then he I feel like Roy got hit out of the dare pretty weirdly. Yeah, he got pushed off stage.
Yeah, he got pushed off stage. That bubble's the
Yeah,
furthest.
now he fakes going to ledge.
And he got fucking juked.
All right, back to full speed. Boom.
No, but the biggest thing is just trying to attack Roy from behind, when he's shielding, because what the hell is he gonna do? It's the same thing with Marth.
So just go through.
Front I get grabbed, So if I can wave dash past him or dare
Cross up
and cross
shield,
him up, yeah. So there, I dare and I went behind him. He got I got hit, but I didn't die off of it. And at 135, I don't care how much I'm hit.
All right, you do something really cool here, I think. Yeah, you just kind of are all over him until he has to die.
Yeah, dare at high percent is dare in general, it's usually safe because you can fade, and at high percents you can always find some way to make the combo work.
That was actually a really good usage of dash attack by Dirtboy because it served the purpose of crossing up.
Oh,
okay,
okay, yeah.
5-10
Because
seconds
it goes
ago.
through. I mean, yeah, if it's a shield cross up, I don't need to go all the way back for that.
Yeah, more like I said, just trying to get behind him all the time.
I just realized you guys can still see all the annotations here.
And one of the principal things that makes Roy a difficult matchup and why we have to cross up every time is because Squirtle, we have an above average crouch cancel down tilt game, but Roy beats us in that. It's longer, it's more powerful, it sets up into his stuff.
Makes sense.
There, I could have technically up throw Russ.
I don't care because you did this, which I thought was cool at least.
Well, I was gonna say is there's no point. Well, up throw Russ would be bad because it wouldn't kill.
Okay, here you just go all the way out.
Yeah, I use Barry because it was the only thing that reached. I love doing that with Nair because the armor usually will protect me from any kind of little hits that will try to hit me when I'm going out there. And if I trade with him, he's dead.
The armor on which move are you saying then? Nair.
Nair.
Okay.
So a lot of the time with Roy, because if you just clip him, he's dead. It's spacey and that.
Yeah.
So if you just want to clip him with Nair, Bear
Boom.
works there.
That was sick. You went so deep. And for sure you had another stock to play with.
Yeah, because
there are times where he's just doomed.
Yeah, because he's Roy. What's he gonna do? He could up B early and then he's dead. He can't. There's literally nothing.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when I was watching that with volume on, the commentators were just just going, oh, they were just complaining about how like Roy can clearly do nothing in this matchup, and if he's off stage, he dies instantly. And I was like, I don't feel like that's true. Maybe the off stage
Sort of
part.
the goal.
It's chosen one, so he knows the matchup is fine, but he's definitely gonna complain still.
Okay. In fact, he's in chat right now, so he can hear me saying that, and that's okay. That was
a good
sick.
edge cancel.
3 up airs.
Boom. Yeah. No, this entire string. If you're making a combo vid, think about including it.
And plate when you need him.
Boom. 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 Hit. Up to the platform.
And then-
Still going edge cancel.
Yeah, having a little bit for the RAR there, having the space, it's wonderful. No, I think Warrior Land is in general our second best stage.
Oh, really?
Like the platforms are really good for like recovering. Squirtle uses platforms well in general, even like without including the recovering. The wall helps so much. The ceiling even lower than PS2.
I would have understood the platform like being low and then the wall. But I'm surprised that something with like, stacked platforms helps you guys. I suppose that makes sense. Can you like up smash
like,
on it?
With yeah, and then like with up airs and like waterfalls, you can like
get string. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you can edge cancel waterfalls if like
Oh, that sounds
if you're gonna
gross.
read that they're not expecting it. Like no, I've like edge canceled like waterfall like 3 or 4 times in a row on the various platforms.
I want to see
They're
that.
like the way they are laid out is very like helpful for that.
All right. I don't really note anything else in this match except for that you go super deep for all these edge guards, which
Yeah, which
I
against
love.
teams,
It
you
also
don't
seems like Roy doesn't have an option but to get killed by it,
Ooh.
but I still enjoy it.
Yeah. There's one thing that I have realized we should start doing. So there's like a space where we can reach them with, you know, like just throwing ourselves off stage and then hitting them with an aerial. But like if they're high up enough, we have to wait for them to do that.
Okay.
So one thing we can do is if we RAR off stage, and this is with a charged water gun, we RAR off stage and then we B reverse it. So we're facing out. We can just push them away with the wind box. So even with double jump and the recovery, they just die. And like that's only applicable on stages like on Dreamland or like, you know, FD where they're going to be living that long, that far away from the stage. But it's something that's like super safe and they can't do anything about because you can't like clank out wind boxes.
Okay.
Yeah, and even without like, you don't even need just the wind boxes. Like charged water gun falling and like just having that wall there is.
Yeah, it's just this sheet of water that they can't do anything about.
Yeah, especially if they're a character like Roy or just any fast faller. It's, yeah,
So all of your moves
Yeah,
like
like
shoot
it
out
eats
water.
up. I mean, it's like our only one that shoots it out.
I mean,
The other ones are like,
sprays
got, like-
makes a fountain. Okay.
yeah.
It's a little like
Like,
portable water fountain.
And same thing, like it's great for covering spacey recoveries, just because you can have this like sheet of water that will cover all of their double jump up side B attempts, and like it can nick like their up B charge.
yeah.
Super good for, and you can angle it up and down. I don't know if commentators know that, but you can angle the water gun up and down. So like if somebody like lands like a legit snipe, it might not just be luck.
I'm like
Yeah.
upset that I didn't know that actually. Okay.
No, yeah, you can change it during it too. So trying to beat out a
Oh,
hitbox.
I suppose.
or-
Okay, I did know that. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, so you can like have an angle and then move it. So you're trying to like I said, like you beat out a hitbox by moving it around or going for a shield poker or something like that. You know?
Okay. All right, you are actually going to need to explain this one to me. You sent this to me saying this is an example of Squirtle if he just overruns whoever they're playing against. But it's a DDD.
Yeah.
And, like, I get it, he's a big body, but you think DDD just kind of floats around and waits. So I would love to hear from this.
Yeah, we have ways to get in.
No, this is the oppressive.
Okay.
Squirtle's not giving you room that Cloudburst was talking about.
Yeah, which I guess
Which
makes sense in a big body. We are going to wait for the actual match to start. Because I'm pretty sure the first 50 seconds of this video is Handsome Jack talking about, like, eating chips and drinking beer. Which is, like, sounds par for the course from any Tales of Jank I went to. So...
No, but this was super great game one because I'm like 100% sure Ripple was like trying to prepare because he probably knew we were gonna play in bracket and then game one's just like, oh my god, just like you see like back air into up air, like he's still really good with the SDI, and he knows the matchup too. So
that's why I was surprised. If anybody
Yeah.
has played Squirtle a ton, it's all of your Michigan homies, and it's like extend that
Shit,
slightly
like-
further to the rest of the Midwest.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's not like he didn't know what was going on. Like, he's been trying to, like, play some Squirtle, too, so he, like, knows what Squirtle can and can't do and what's supposed, I assume, what's supposed to be safe and not.
Mhm.
But Squirtle shows the potential, just like I said, like, being oppressive. And up air is just, like, ridiculous in a lot of matchups. Like, just a floaty-ish character like Squirtle with up air that leads to more up airs.
And see, and you'd think, and in my mind, I'd go like, except for him being a big body, up airs aren't gonna do a whole lot. But you're clearly proving me wrong.
Oh no, up air's like I said, like it's so good. Like
Okay, this little bit is gross. You barely tap him back there.
and then the sharp.
Yeah, I wanna go through that entire sequence again because that was nuts. I would not have guessed that this was possible on a character like DDD. Wait, let's start slightly sooner so that everyone in chat can really be in awe. I don't remember where it starts now. Sorry. Alright, you try to get back for a while. Boom, you get hit again. It's like right after this. And this is the oppression that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, you are all over him.
Yeah, our double jump baits are really good because our double jump is so high, so we can, like, we have a lot
I
of
love that
leeway
up
to
smash
call
at
it
the
out.
end.
No, and like I would still call that a gimp because it's DDD. You know, Squirtle's like gimp potential is definitely like his.
You
like,
gimped him off the top.
safe. Yeah.
Yeah, just get them off the top. It's easy.
It's DDD. It still counts.
DDD lives in up there, so like I guess it works. Or at least
or
this
like
DDD.
there, you see him down throw to try to put me in
Also,
situation.
you're at 178 right now.
Yeah, survivability. It's fantastic. He tries
Squirtle
to
can
grab
tank
gun
and
and
doubles.
stuff.
This isn't even doubles though. This is just you're about to
Well, he
four
can
stock
tank in
Ripple.
singles,
Ripple's a
too.
freaking
Like,
good
If you're a
player.
good DI, Squirtle should, like,
I don't think you do four stock
practically be
him.
living
Sorry,
past
but
100
like you
every
could have.
stock.
I would have been cheering four stock had I been on the mic or watching.
Yeah. Okay, so dash attack is actually okay against Squirtle, but like it's fucking DDD's dash attack still because like
It's just sad that the move is attached to a DDD.
and attached to a slow, you know, dash attack because nothing really like beats it straight up. It's like Captain Falcon's fucking Falcon kick in neutral. It's like I can double it if I read it, but it's gonna kick the shit out of water gun. Just like I mean, dash attack from DD kicks everything out. But both examples, you're stuck in this stupid move, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then so here's where like, I mean, it's a lot closer, so it's a lot less of like, you know, the oppressiveness.
Yeah, it's
but
not
still
quite
like
as crazy.
Yeah, and also like I said, like with the SDI, like that was really good SDI.
Yeah, I didn't expect him to get out of that.
And like Ripple's really good at that, and that's DDD. So
Wait,
it's
I wanna go back to that then.
Yeah, like
So that
Waterfall
everyone
is not
here
something
who
that's,
says
like,
that waterfall is like completely unavoidable, unguardable. If you get hit by it, you're stunk. Like SDI. If
it's like-
DDD can do it, you can do it. There you go.
Yeah, and
And
that
that's
was like 3 hits. Like, you know, like some people just the last 2 hits, you know, they could just SDI it.
And for Squirtle players who like want to land that waterfall more reliably, what you need to do is just fast fall just like a smidge earlier and longer, and then you'd only hit him with like 2 hits, so it would be like as hard to DI out. Oh, I hate man when you just get bumped on the head.
Wait,
I
what?
got fucked. I got
Is that
fucked
did that
up
just
by it.
happen? Sorry, I was
Yeah.
looking
Oh,
at your
yeah.
I was looking at your player, not your player cams, your Skype cams. Not everything's a game. Let's see this.
I think it was just.
I don't know why I'm showing this. The title is Why
He just
Squirtle
didn't
is
cancel
Sick.
withdraw early enough, so he like got
Yeah.
stuck under FD and he got booped on the head.
Okay. yeah, here's
Oh,
the
he
thing.
bonked himself. Okay.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
a self bonk.
Okay. See, I
Bonk.
took way too long
Okay,
to
yeah.
cancel side B. But you have to show Squirtle killing himself in a Squirtle video.
You have to, like, it's not truly a Squirtle video. Speaking of that,
But
like, if,
I'm trying to say why the characters are sick, not like oopsie SD.
the character is sick because, like, if you meet a good Squirtle player, there are like hundreds of SDs behind that quality.
That's true. I mean, I've heard the same thing about any Spacey, especially Wolf.
No! I was like, I'm not gonna do it again.
Your life is
Scary.
flashing before your eyes.
That'd be so terrible. But no. God, I hate Gordos.
Gordos come out at the worst time. There's exactly
Yeah.
like strong peach turnips.
I know that eventually I'll be making a video on this for like why DDD is sick, but I can't have Ripple on because he doesn't think his character's cool.
Yeah, honestly.
So I'll have to find a secondary level DDD that like still is okay saying good things about his character.
I mean, Jesus is good. He's just not active anymore.
Yeah, no, it'll be fine. I'll find some people for each of them.
And then I didn't know we were reviewing multiple sets. I have one that you could look at for Squirtle Fox against Meds, who's like on the Melee Top 100 for
Yeah.
Fox.
It's
I'm not
less
sure
like
exact
reviewing
location.
multiple sets and more of just I ask you both to just send me like 1 to 3 sets of just like this is a good example of the character or like this
Okay.
is a really hype set of like cool stuff.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite ones. You can actually skip to like.
Send it in the Skype
I know
chat
this
and then
is-
I'll
Okay,
throw it
for
on
sure. It's a second.
because we're not watching all 18 minutes of Squirtle DDD. Sorry.
It could be worse. You could watch like 50 minutes of me versus Morse code. That's really cool.
Oh man.
If you want to
What
watch,
Also,
If you wanna watch
wait for the
my,
chat quick. People are talking about Keychain. Keychain doesn't
Yeah.
play this character anymore. Keychain plays Warrior now. It's a thing.
I know.
All right.
But last time I
Did you
played
send
it,
it?
still was DDD.
Oh, you're like looking
Yeah,
for
I'm
it. Cool.
sending it shortly.
Sick. I'll just switch to that once you get it.
Oh God.
All right, I've got it up, and I did timestamp it. So
Ooh. Well, this video, I might be using a different program next time. Oh, geez, it switched screens already. Because, wait, you timestamped it way to the end? All right,
Yeah.
whatever. 15:02.
it's a hype game. Like,
So-
we really only need to watch Game 5.
All right, I'll just go straight to Game 5 then. Something I'm discovering that I will have to find a new screen sharing thing because this one doesn't let me plug in the video directly. I have to search
Like
for
Screen
it.
Cafe. Oh, jeez.
I have to search for the video and it doesn't let me just put in the
URL.
URL, which is really
That
dumb.
seems silly.
But that's all right. Marshall cares about me and has already messaged me a different screen sharing thing well in the middle of this. So next time. Thank you for being the guinea pigs again.
Yeah. So this is a winners finals of Cyberzone 69.
15:02, and I think after this, probably I would take a couple questions from chat and then call it quits because it's been about an hour of being live,
Oh, awesome.
and I don't
Go
think.
forward from where you are. Yeah.
Yep.
That works.
All of these are just going to
I'm
be
just
straight up put straight to YouTube. I'm not going to like chop it up. It's just going to be the full interviews. If people want to watch, they can. So we should have like about an hour for each character, which should be a great resource by the end. If these go well, definitely going to be making them for the other games too. So let's go.
Yeah, so this is a good example of like comeback potential from a Squirtle and like fast faller combos. I dropped like 2 pretty badly just from nerves because what I was doing was pretty sick. But yeah, so we're gonna go to FD and I'm gonna die twice very quickly and think I'm screwed and not making it into grands, like on winner's side.
And like before, just let me know when to pause or like go back, check out anything.
Yeah.
This is only
There's
you guys
nothing-
to shout out. Though
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
so the first like minute is just me losing horribly, so you don't need to slow that down. So I SD,
all right, let's
like, I
go
get
back.
shined and I
Let's go
SD.
back 25%
And
speed.
it's 30 seconds in, right?
No, you can see like up to this point, he's like had like extremely good spacing and Squirtle stuff, like the bubble being far away, like the stuff out of ledge, you know. Bear.
Yeah, and so like one thing that I was allowed to capitalize on is he wasn't respecting me at the ledge, so I could jump up and dare. And then this is a tragedy of my own, like, because I just like love that so bad. I was like, I have this, but you know, obviously I screwed it up, and so right now I'm trying to salvage my Jiffy Cat, but it's just not happening.
No Giphy. Well, that's one of those things. Like, you can get the coolest string you want, but if it doesn't end in a kill, it's not quite there.
Unless it's the illusion of ending in a kill, you know.
Like when we said earlier, the fade to black as he goes off the top, but then comes back.
Yeah, and one thing that's like almost a pretty good like bread and butter Squirtle tech chase is if you have somebody grounded, you hit them with the shell shift hitbox, and then you come back with a down smash. And you can do that by flicking down and towards the direction you were facing initially, or traveling initially on the C stick out of shell shift. And that's when the down smash will come out while sliding very far.
Alright, so you hit him with some more bubbles. I should probably stop typing
See
in
bubble
chat.
being broke. So basically, you see bubble being broken, and shell shift being broken,
Yeah.
and up throw being good.
I do
And then
like
bubble-
okay.
Yeah, here's
Bubble.
Bubble being broken.
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, he's godly.
No.
Why you keep getting these like
No, but
almost
you
Giphies?
could have gotten it though.
I know.
Like if Firefox, you can do it like Marth Counter, where you just bubble, and then they're dead.
Can we talk about that, though? Go back a little bit. That
Go
was
back?
like the JP Cat of the set, yeah.
Okay.
He's weak hit dash attack to connect into up tilt Aqua Jet.
Alright, so sorry, we're gonna see you die again.
Great.
To what was it, ledge hop up air?
Yeah.
Or
Like, I'm like,
Bubble.
so bubble, and what I should have done,
Double.
is I should have
Ah, that's so painful to watch.
I should have ran off bubbled again, and he would have been 900% dead.
No, you had the right idea. You bubble, you grab the ledge.
Okay,
so we're gonna
wait,
see
this is
first.
the Giphy? We managed to
Yeah,
still
yeah,
talk
because
all the way
super
through
late.
it.
It was a super late hit of dash attack,
Yeah.
so it's gonna get in the position, and then like it's kind
Dang
of
it,
hard
this
to
didn't
get
mean to-
there, so you get the
Oh,
up tilt.
God.
Just get
Sorry, that's the third time. Do you want me to put this in slow motion?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. That way, because we've talked through it every single time so far. Alright, so he's going to... It looks like he's taunting. Oh, no, he's just moving around and it was paused weird.
All right, so that's like a sort of like pretty basic, like just fake is when you raw at somebody and then B reverse a water gun, so you like space them if they're gonna attack you. But then, yeah,
Was that what you were saying was the Aqua Jet?
yeah,
The
that's
rest?
Aqua Jet.
It's basically
Right,
rest, but not really. Okay.
I mean,
Or no, you said it's more like
up-
Luigi Uppy.
Yeah.
I'm
no,
learning,
but
I'm learning.
so he went for the tech or the tech situation. He went for the F tilt to pop him off stage if he tech left, but then he saw he tech right, so then he was able to grab that and then get the grab combo to death.
Definitely.
But what also works is like I said, up throw, reverse hydro point up smash.
Do
I
you
guess,
do you
something
want
like-
this to still be in slow mo or
No.
nah? Okay, I didn't know if there's
You can
cool
make it
stuff
full
coming up.
screen.
Boom. Yeah, once this is up, we'll do a quick outro, which is just going to be like recapping where people can find you guys at if you want them to find you at all. So like stream, Twitter, which I have your Twitters both up. Go follow them, guys. Go follow me too, because I'm going to be selfish. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
Oh, and that right at the very end there, like fully charged water gun is really good for edge guarding unsafe recoveries. Like if they're gonna land on stage, just like blast them with a fully charged water gun, and they go unfairly far.
So just characters that have a hard time sweet spotting. So
Yeah,
Falcons,
definitely.
etc. Okay.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
also bubble.
yeah. There's a system to it where like you pick either bubble or water gun. So like Spaceys, you just do water gun because it will cover side B, and if they have to up B and you're not ready to gimp them,
That's your fault.
then you can just get the. If they up B and you're not ready,
Mhm.
then you bubble them, and if it gets the mouth hitbox, a bubble, they're already dead. If it gets just the poke, they still have to up B. They can't side B because you can't tech it or anything.
Okay.
So then you can grab ledge, drop off, double jump, bear, or hit them
And the
only
more standard stuff. If they're recovering directly below the ledge, and they overshot it, like they have to recover above stage, if you time a down smash, they'll actually get sent down and inside. So like on stages like Smashville, normally they're just dead. Yeah.
Okay.
If you run into down smash from above, you get sent down.
Yeah,
and
easier.
like behind Squirtle.
Oh, that's weird.
Is really
that's
good
a
for
strange
introduction,
angle.
but it's underused, honestly, because it's so simple and good. People are like, oh, that's a like day one option, but it's a really good one.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of the time, you can't just sit there and do it because a lot of up Bs, have clip potential. So you can do the shell shift into the down smash, and then so you're not there, but you will be there, and you just time it perfectly. So then when they're coming up, it'll just send them straight down.
Okay.
So.
All right. Any final words, guys? Where can they find you? Do all of your shout-outs, all of your this is where I usually play, or I don't know why you'd say Twitter because it's on your face on the stream. But
oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. I love your Twitter tag. It's not my favorite in PM. I'm sorry. That has to go to Aiden still. But all gimmicks is pretty good.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I'm Cloudburst. You can find me on Twitter at all gimmicks. I play on Mondays on stream at hitbox.tv/AZPM. And I wrote down like a list of like why Squirtle's sick, hella movement, hella mix-ups, and he's like a funny character to lose to because he's so happy. He can like just push you around with water gun, bubble trips you, which is funny. He's got glasses. He's got funny sound effects. So yeah.
Oh no! Oh no! Someone has let me know I spelled gimmicks wrong. I'm so sorry.
Oh man, yeah,
there's
all
two
gimmicks.
S's.
ALL. Yeah, GIMMICKS.
I'm so sorry. I promised that I graduated college and can spell.
I know gimmicks.
You delayed the stream so you could fix his name.
I did.
I
couldn't get it to not say Cloudburt for a while, and I was really confused.
Cloudburt.
No, but
I'm so dumb.
you could.
Sorry. Dirt. Please continue.
Okay. You can find me GOS Dirtboy on Twitter. I don't really post there. I'm more active on Facebook. Don't really post there either. But you could probably find me Great Lakes Smash if they're streaming. There's a 99% chance I'm at that tournament. If I'm not, I'm at some regional or national because I've gone to more than every other PM player apparently.
Ooh.
So
shots. One of the two.
There's no shots. It's just I went to more.
You just spend a lot on plane tickets or drive a lot.
I have never flown to a tournament.
Really?
That's my fun fact. I have only driven.
Didn't you go to Olympus?
I went to Olympus. I went
You
to
went-
LTC. LTC was farther.
Oh my god, you drove
What
to
is your-
LTC? Holy
Holy
Yeah.
crap. From
The
Michigan.
farthest.
Guys, I'm
Okay.
trying to get all of my Minnesota homies to go to Shuffle, because that's going to be sick. And, like, they're all like, oh, the drive's far. I'm like, whatever. Dirtboy does it. Do it.
Dirtboy does it. What would Dirtboy do? Dirtboy would go to the tournament. So should you.
WWDD.
It's not a great acronym. It's just a lot of D's, but whatever.
That's fine.
What else? So I am Wisely. You can find me here. You can also find Minnesota here. So I'm not in Minnesota anymore. I am in Philly, but I help start Down B. So I still stream here sometimes if I'm doing like either streaming a fest or PM like analysis VODs. Find me at DB_Wisely. I'm often commentating or sometimes TOing over at Clash tournaments. Because I'm in Philly now, so that makes sense. So shoutouts to Philly, shoutouts to Minnesota. April 1st through the 2nd, I know at least Dirtboy and I are going to be there for Shuffle. It's going to be sick.
I probably won't be.
Oh,
Just as an FYI.
sad.
I'm saving up for an engagement ring for my girlfriend, and that shit is
Congratulations!
expensive.
I'm sure that's
shit.
expensive.
It's so. Oh my god.
You just
Yeah.
broke the news here first.
That's
You heard it here
amazing.
live.
I've never had
that's okay.
an engagement announced on my stream before.
Oh, have you not? Surprise.
So let's just go for big life
there's not an engagement
announcements.
to announce. It's like buying an engagement ring.
No, this is the announcement.
Okay.
Is it? Well,
Right here.
shit.
Yeah.
Oh, crap.
You better hope she's watching.
What? No, like, I'm not gonna like propose April 1st. Are you kidding me?
No.
That's a bad idea.
Not only are you proposing on April Fool's, you're proposing at a Smash tournament.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for it.
Like, I send her a text, "Hey, want to marry me?" Lol, and then like I go on stream.
You go on stream and just like kneel in front of the camera. I mean, that'd be amazing. So yeah, apparently
Okay,
Cloud
wait.
is
I
not.
have a question, Dirtboy. Okay, is it XYK or Zyke?
Okay.
I've heard both.
It's supposed to be Zyke, but I call him XYK, and so does most everyone. But it was supposed to be Zyke.
I heard the other way around.
Oh God, it's a mystery.
He's in chat,
No.
so like eventually he'll tell
No.
us.
I'm right. I'm
His
definitely right.
his answer is just yes, it's both.
It's both.
Okay, fine. I'm gonna take that as full clearance to say whatever the heck I want if I'm on a mic then, which I will be. I'm commentating at Shuffle. I'm on staff for that.
Oh God, we didn't cover withdraw versus shell shift.
Do it now.
No.
Not
Do
like
it now.
inexplicit detail.
Do it now, or else people aren't
All
gonna
right.
care.
So if you see Squirtle with as a slight shade of blue throwing himself across the stage in
wish-
his shell, you
I wish
can't
we had a
see
GIF
any
or
limbs
video
or
or
tail
something.
or his head, and there's a slight trail of water behind him. That is withdraw. His side B.
It has 36 frames of landing. It has 36 frames of lag that you can end at any time, or it ends on its own when it starts flashing white. Other things, Hydro Pivot Down Smash, you could just call it the fucking sliding down smash. I don't care. He has to do it within a certain amount of frames within a shell shift, not withdrawal, and then he slides a set distance depending on what frame you set the C or you press the C stick angle at. Other shell shift stuff would be his reverse hydroplane up smash, which is his RAR jump cancel up smash, or the shell shift jump canceled up smash, which would be the same as a down smash except you press jump. You can also empty pivot, so just standing position out of
I've
shell
been
shift.
interviewing you, and this is already getting crazy. Okay.
You can do the standing pivot, just emptiness. Most Squirtles probably won't do it, but if you do see sliding, just like standing position, like a super wave dash, not committing to anything, then that'd be probably a hydro pivot or a
A
hydro
pivot
crawl.
on like frame 17 is the best one, I think. I'm not entirely sure. While I have this podium, you can tech aerial footstools. They put the opponent in 50 frames of helplessness when you footstool them in the air. Falcon Punch out of footstool is not guaranteed. And
This isn't even about Squirtle, it's just footstools in
No.
general.
Okay. Here's a Squirtle fact with footstool. Okay, if a Falcon, you could footstool Squirtle side B, and he's stuck on his back for a long amount of time. I don't know how many frames, but you can guarantee if you footstool Squirtle's withdrawal, Falcon Punch it. So
no, because you keep the withdrawal momentum.
yeah, but no, you could get over there in time with your Falcon and Falcon Punch him.
Oh my God.
So the thing is, who I know this will happen, if it ever happens on stream, if Sanchez starts playing, it'd be against you. There's no other situation.
Yeah, that way would go for it.
So really, this was just
Sanchez-
a shout out
But
to
Sanchez
Sanchez.
moved to New
Okay.
Mexico. Sanchez is a dank. I
Oh.
miss him.
Yeah, because he's definitely the crazy guy to do that. Like,
Or he moved to Nevada. Sorry, he's like in Reno right now or something.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, you
Well,
guys
thanks
are
for
all
having us.
ridiculous. No
Yeah,
problem.
that's
I'm
it.
really glad this worked out.
Yeah, that's fun.
So we'll be doing, or I guess I'll be doing more of these. I will continue posting to Twitter, subreddit, random Facebook pages when the next one's going to go live. I haven't decided which character it's going to be yet, but I know I have a bunch of people that are already either interested or even in like in chat today, people are saying like, I want to do this with this guy or whatever.
Yo,
So-
Marshall thirsty for the interview.
Hey, Marshall and I already talked about it just because we're homies.
Okay.
But so for sure, we are going to at some point have Marshall and Game & Watch. We are going to have .com and Olimar. In fact, since he's in my town, he was just going to come and chill here with me in person.
Oh,
I'm going to talk to a few different people. I want to get a Lucario one up because no one understands that character at all. And then after that, like, it might not be as uncommon, but it didn't make sense to start with, like, Fox and be like, "Why is Fox sick?" Oh, everyone already watches Melee.
Fox is not sick.
Yeah.
There can be Fox players that are sick, but Fox is no
Yeah, and
longer sick.
that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna say like, what do you specifically do that does this? Hopefully, I can talk to like DVD and TuneLink or Envy and like stuff like that. But it's gonna be awesome. I'm really excited for these. I'll also post whenever this goes up to YouTube, which I'll probably just chop it up and put it up tonight.
Cool.
Sounds good. And with that, I'll hang up on you guys and cut the stream.
All right, cool.
All right.
Good
See ya.
night.
Good night.
Yeah.